are back again. It's 2 o'clock on the dot, I assume. I hope it's not afternoon, but hey, we're back again. This is the Furnace on Crown Azania. I go by the name of Londa Sam, and hey, things are heating up today. Things are heating up, but if you wanna get in touch with us, send us a voice note on 076-096-9641, and let's talk about sex, guys. But before we even go there, I'm not alone. I can never be alone on this platform. Like, that would be really crazy. What is that? What is the meaning of me being alone here? What's the point of saying you're having a conversation if you're gonna have it alone? You know. But I'm with a very good friend of mine, my sister, my confidant, my other half, and she is Kiboni. How are you, KB?
Hey. I'm good. The friend of the show, right?
Don't look, you belong here now. There's no friend of the show anymore.
I'm here, guys. I'm here today talking about the sex.
But when we started Nami, I also thought I was a friend of the show. And I used to call myself a friend of the show. But look where we are today. Welcome to everyone that is joining us live. We are coming to you live on Instagram as well as on my Facebook. So just come through, let's have this chat. And if you wanna catch us live on Instagram, it's Crown Azania. We are literally going live in a few, and Dakara will be joining us as usual. The man, the voice of a man in these conversations, because we can't have these conversations alone as if we only have sex with women only. We also have sex with men. I mean, we have sex with other human beings.
Let them talk for themselves.
Yes, they need to talk for themselves, and they need to give us a different perspective, obviously. So we are also on YouTube. You can like our YouTube channel, subscribe as well. Please do really subscribe, and what else? You can share. Yes, we need you to share this content, and let's grow together. So, how was your weekend? Or before we ask each other how was each other's week, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
I'm alright. How are you?
I'm good.
Can you even hear me? Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, you are.
Okay.
Yes, you definitely are. So how was your week, guys? Mine was a shitty week because I was a bit fluey, but it is what it is. I guess it's the season, so there's nothing interesting that happened. It was just a shitty week because I felt so sick. But other than that, it's all good. How was your week, KB?
My week was fine. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay.
Just cool runnings, Jay.
Cool runnings. DK, how was your week?
Hey, I have to think about it.
Oh, okay, let's not even go there.
Where
Let's
were
not do
you?
that. If you're gonna think about it,
The week goes so fast. There's
It
so many that
does,
happen
yeah.
that
It
I
does.
can't even remember how it was.
yeah, that's how you know you are living. When the week passes by and so fast and you can't even remember what you did, that you must know you are living. Welcome to everybody who's joining us on Facebook Live right now. And today's topic is 1 minute cogs and lazy hands. Let me break that down for you. When we're speaking of 1 minute, because we're talking about men who comes too early or ejaculates too early and just finish way too early, while the lady friend is still hoping for more.
But it's too early.
I was like, we're back to Eddie down.
And lazy lay hands, you know, there are those females who just lie there and expect brother men to do all the work without them interacting and just, you know, doing their parts in the deeds. And the deed we're talking about is, yes, it is sex. We are talking about men who doesn't last long, who comes way too early, and we're also talking about women who just lies there and not do anything. So men and women who just lie there in jail, like, okay, for women they say, Bashonjan, not me. They're saying women who just lie there like a roasted chicken.
Wow.
I don't know whether that's a good thing or not.
That's the Nando's chicken you were eating.
Oh wow.
Like,
So yeah, those are the things we are talking about. So I guess the most important thing is the frustration that comes with being a partner who finishes too early or a partner who just lays there and expects
But
you
okay,
to
maybe
do
I
all
must,
the work.
maybe I must also what is finishing too early? Is it finishing before the other one
Let's make
finishes or what happens? Because I remember, guys, my pastor once said at church.
okay.
Yes, like, I think it was like a guidance, a wedding thingy. You know when they guide you. But no, you know you cannot be on the N4 going to Nelspruit.
Boom.
And then when you get to Alzu somewhere after we break, we show him first I want, I Nelspruit I want. We're not
Barely.
Yeah.
Barely. Look, I always
But
say.
is it, that's what I'm asking. Is it finishing before the other? Let me just say this. Is it coming before the other one? Or it's a time issue?
I personally think it's a time issue. It's not the finishing before the other. I mean, I hear a lot of people saying it's understandable for the first round to be as short as possible because, I mean, you've been wanting each other and longing for each other and whatever. But if we're gonna move on to the second, the third round and it still lasts like 3 minutes and the next one is like 2 minutes and the next one is like a minute, it's like, what the hell are we doing?
Consistency, right?
That's consistent. That is so funny though. But I understand what is coming too quick for a man. KB.
For me, it's before me because like I don't like you said, just what you just said. First round should be quicker. But I ain't gonna be in the first. I'm not gonna be involved in a first round if I am not coming. So rather do the quick round on your own, then attend me on the second round.
What do you
Because
mean
I
on my
can-
own?
You can, there's a lot of things that you can do as a man,
Yeah.
you know, to release
So that you don't
the
starve
tension,
me.
so that you don't starve me because I'm not going to play with you for a short round that's going to satisfy you only. I mean, you must always make sure that I'm okay, even if I just come once, it's okay. We'll see it on the second.
So for you, it's not just about time. It's also the issue of who comes first before who.
No, it's about what we are doing. We are together, so both of us must be satisfied.
No, but what I'm saying is, like, if we're talking the 1 minute man issue, for you, you call somebody a 1 minute man if they come before you, or it's about longevity. Because you know, like statistics say that women take longer
Yeah, we take
than
longer.
men.
That's why I'm saying, as even if I can come once, because I know that I can come 5 times, and then you come high one, you know. So it's like that. Make sure that I'm okay, or let's make sure that I'm okay. Because even if you are a quick guy and you're my guy, then we will discuss that. Or what do you do to solve that issue?
Men's clinic.
Because you know there are options. You know, it's not only men options.
Yeah.
It's not only men's clinic that can help. You can foreplay. We can foreplay, and then you come. I can make you come before you even penetrate me, and then we can now move on to the penetration part of the game.
I totally understand what you're saying, and I think that's where our conversation should actually start from, Witty. There's just too many factors that contribute to those things. One of the things that contributes to people maybe coming too early and other people not enjoying and feel like I've been left behind, it's because, first of all, people don't talk.
Yes. Most people
Because you
don't.
can't give me what I want when you don't know what I want. You can't do things to me that I like when I've never told you what is it that I like. You can't touch me a certain way or lick me a certain way or feel me a certain way, you know, if I've never communicated those things with you. So it starts, personally, you can differ from that. I think for me, it starts from people not talking. And really, if we're being honest, people don't talk about having sex and how they want to have sex with whomever they're having sex with.
Yeah, guys. Yeah, you're right. People don't talk. But isn't it a situation where we feel, you know what, let's go into it, we'll figure it out. Like, if she screams like this when I go this way, maybe that's where it is.
No,
But obviously, with your guidance, it probably will be easier. I concur with that.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not even about, because of some people are not the same. That's what I've realized, especially men. again, the issue of,
Especially men, I'm not judging.
because I'm a
I'm
woman,
not judging
I'm
the
gonna
numbers.
say
No,
especially
I'm
men.
not judging the numbers. Why people are not the same, especially men.
Yeah, you know, like, can you let me talk before I forget what I was about to say? I think the factor that, like, who are you doing it with plays a very big part. Because of, if you not, the reason why I said maid is because of you guys can easily sleep with somebody that you don't even like, that you don't even know their name, that you don't even know nothing, in fact, that you have no interest in, but you can still
And not even
sleep
check
with.
their number.
Yeah.
So obviously you're not gonna foreplay that person, that particular person. You're not even
It's
gonna bother
just-
doing anything.
Well,
It's
then,
just
thank you,
about
ma'am.
you know?
It was
So
good to meet you back.
you guys ain't cool at all.
But
So,
it's because you
yeah.
don't put emotions into these things.
Yeah, it's because of who. Like
Not
I
all
said,
the
it's
time.
the who. But with your woman or with a girl that you
I've
want.
never been attached. No, why?
I am giving you that look right now.
No, I'm thinking
Really?
like I've never been attached by
Really?
sex. I get attached by other things, not sex.
Not sex.
No, like
Okay.
just another day in paradise.
Interesting. Mandla is saying on Facebook, why is women coming based on the male? Can't you guys
Just
make
come for
yourself
yourself.
come?
We do that all the time, all day.
actually.
We do that all day, every day before you get home. You
Yeah.
find me come,
Yeah.
I come like 3 times already waiting for you
But
to
you,
finish
you
me
bought
off.
those things like
Yeah,
Sometimes
we
it's
do
that thing
have.
that clips at the bottom and the one that
But
goes.
sometimes it's
No,
not even
there's a lot
about
of
using
toys that we can.
let me speak for myself. Sometimes I don't even have to use anything.
Yeah,
Just
even-
by touching myself and just
Yeah.
by just feeling myself.
I got
You know,
fingers.
I'm very much capable of making myself
Yeah,
come
yeah.
without the assistance of toys. Yes, sometimes I do use toys, and I'm like, yeah, of course, because I want to, but I
And
can
that's the
do
thing.
that
So if
as
you're
well.
if you're able to do that, then you meet this guy who
I can be able to guide
in a minute is done. Then that's where maybe the problem will start because you can actually make yourself calm.
No, that's not the problem.
That is not
That
the
is
problem.
What's the problem?
That is really not the problem.
Like sometimes, can I say something?
Yeah, you
The
go. go ahead.
early coming, it might be because of maybe it's a medical problem for a guy. Maybe you need help. Some guys come first round and second they do whatever, but it's a different thing for different guys. So if all the rounds value you come 2 minutes, figure something out, my guy. Just like I said, I can figure myself out.
I
I
must
can
like,
help.
okay, is it a situation where maybe I'm feeling you too much that I must start thinking about this girl that I hate?
No, masturbate or something, or stop. You know, there's this
I'm
thing
trying
of
to
stopping.
help, you know, guys.
No, whatever that can help the situation, but you can stop. Other guys stop. In
No,
the
but
middle
if the
of-
situation is such that, like, the foreplay or I go somewhere and come first before we start indulging.
Or,
But then,
or do it yourself.
yeah,
You don't have to
like
go somewhere.
Yeah, you don't have
okay,
to go
so
somewhere.
if I do, like, I give myself a hand job, right? And then, but then when I come to you still, it's still another minute.
Then
The third one, so is that the case of men's straight to men's?
Yeah, then, yeah,
that
consult.
is it right there.
consult. You know.
That is it right there, because I have realized that in most cases when we're speaking about these things, there's a lot of things that are involved. It could be a hormonal issue, a hormonal imbalance issue. It could be an excitement, which it goes back to
Or
that
stress.
first
Or
that
stress,
first round.
yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. You both excited, and obviously it's gonna be short, understandable. And then it could be stress. There's just so many factors that contribute into this. But I think Luena, as a person, something must not be okay with you if your partner keeps telling you that, hey, that's too short.
I don't even have to tell you. If
Like-
you see yourself that you're too short,
I
Yeah.
know there's the guys who
Wake
always
up.
say, like, it comes so quick, he says,
I was too
"Hey,
excited.
baby, you are
You're too
strong.
hot.
No, you are too hot. Yo, like,
Rolls my eyes. My girl, like
don't
rolls
you
my
guys
eyes.
then think, oh, Maraviel, maybe I'm hot. Yeah?
No, but there's a quickie. You know, like we're not talking about a quickie. here.
And we are coming to that quick
We'll
What's
get
it?
to it, but 'cause
Quick.
I don't know this quick.
A quickie is
You
that
don't
one
know.
when
Especially if somebody says, let's have a quick that's when I don't know how to have it.
Yeah, but
Cookies is that one people went to the shops, they are coming back now.
exactly.
Let's act like nothing happened afterwards.
So, but right now, you understand it's ever since Australia, we're just talking about this in a perspective of a man. So let's come back to women who just lie there and expect a man to do all the job.
Okay, can I read this first?
Yeah.
Before I get
Yes, you
Because
may.
that's the thing, Uri. I think from my side as a man, I don't think I can comment so much about the experiences that you have had, for example, because I want us to talk about that. Right? Experiences that you have had wherein you felt, oh no, dude, that was quick. Do you understand? So I can then comment from the point of view of saying, that hand was laying there like a hen,
Guys,
like a roasted
I
hen.
just remember the story. So let me write it down so that I won't forget.
Please write, let me read this. Mam Chawa says, women must master their own bodies so that when they have sex with the next person, it's easy to guide and direct the guy on how they prefer to be penetrated or even touched or whatever. Do you guys, do you know your body?
Exactly.
Yes.
That's why we say we are able to make ourselves calm.
Everything I can get ready before when I know that you're on your way
Because
home.
you
I
can
can
actually
get
even take
ready.
my finger and can be like, wow, touch
Yeah.
it. Not there, man. Hey,
Yeah.
hey, we are still.
Talk, guys.
Don't
Like,
go too deep, man. Because
put
some
it
people
in.
just wanna, you're gonna end up
That's like
falling now.
50 minutes
Go back.
No, but the question is, do you guys know yourself? Because of I think it's all about, every time it's all about women knowing their body, knowing themselves, knowing what they want. But do you know that guys, all you know is the meaning of sex? Most of you, all you know is the meaning of sex. Then I go there, I go in, and then I go out.
That's it.
That's it.
As long as I come, I'm happy.
As long you know, like, do guys know their bodies as much as we
I
think
think
we know?
I don't, maybe not so much to your extent, because your body is
We're very, very much complex. Yeah, yeah.
I
Definitely.
don't want to, but your bodies are complicated. But with us, I think, you know, when you get into this level, you must do certain things. Like some people will say, you know what, you can hold your balls, or you can, whatever it is, like to
Stick
just...
a
Yeah, or
finger,
stop.
stick a finger through his.
Oh, Lord. I heard that last week. Oh, Lord.
Apparently, you need to stick a finger up his ass.
Because it's understandable, because it's going to distract him a little bit. So if he was coming,
But
then he's going to be
aren't you
distracted
training
and
him
then
to
go
go sleep
back.
with other boys out there?
No, but if a man is not attracted to other men,
Hey, when
I
you're in the face of
assume
money,
I've never
I've
done
seen
it.
men doing stupid things.
Yeah, that's the first.
I
They put 500,000, 1 million la. Sure, men are bindi.
I'm saying I have never done it, but I'm just assuming Uguti, if you're a guy and you're not interested in having sex with other men, my little pinky or my little thumb won't turn you into wanting to sleep with guys.
No, it won't.
You know,
It's the same
that's
thing
just
as-
my
Yeah,
take.
you guys are talking from a point of view.
No, but
you don't know
you
to
guys have a problem of saying, like, am I going to be gay if I'm sleeping with a man? No, you're not going to be gay. It takes more than that for you to be gay. Unless,
So
like
you can
I said, in
actually
the
sleep
face
with
of
a man
money.
but not be gay.
Because
Apparently.
there is a hole in the bag, so anything can go in a hole. So anything can go in a man's ass.
Guys, yeah.
But that's a topic for another
That's
day.
a topic for another day. But guys don't like it for that. They don't like it for the fact that they think it's gayish.
But it is gay.
But then no, it's
But
sexually, it
that's gay.
depends.
I'm not
what
homo or anything like that, but that's just gay.
It's not gay tendencies. It's during
It's
sex.
gay.
a lot
I feel
happens.
like let's not get into the gay talk because
We'll have it
we're
one
not,
day.
some of us are not really equipped in terms of the lingo, and we don't want to offend anyone. We don't want to move away from this table having offended people.
Yeah,
So maybe let's just refrain from that until maybe our jargon is, very much ihlangene. One of the comments I got earlier on this week when I posted the topic was just simple things like be with people that you like be with someone that you like.
Yeah.
That's another reason why people are having problems with having sex that they enjoy.
Yes.
Because you are with someone for the sake
For
of
whatever.
or
Yeah.
for whatever reason,
Reason,
but it's
yeah.
not because you like this person.
But
And
you
when
think
you
that
like a
helps?
person,
It doesn't.
No, but do you think then that helps to avoid these quickening issues?
I mean, because this was a female, I would assume she meant on
The lane.
the lane
Oh.
and not doing anything part.
But if it goes for both ways, like I said, if it's you, a guy, you're sleeping with a girl that you have no interest in, it's just gonna be in and out. You have no interest in doing anything. So it takes us back to be with somebody that you like, so that you can.
But
do
even
whatever
if
you
I'm
can get.
thinking for the guy, even if I just want in and out, at least I'm acting. Guys, have you seen yourselves?
What
Have
do
you
you
seen
mean? Have we
yourselves?
seen?
Like, have you seen yourselves? Like, dude, can you just finish? Like, when you don't like us, it's like you don't even. That's when it's
Yeah,
like
we don't move.
You don't even move. It's like, yeah, I am the statue.
Wow.
But I don't see myself having sex with a person that
I'm
repulses me to that point. You would see, like,
I don't see myself having sex with anybody that I have no
don't
interest
like-
in having
dude.
sex with.
And
Like,
you
why?
guys, like, when you don't want, you just make some funny screaming things, and you know,
Funny
you
screaming.
know that there's nothing happening yet. You just want to get me off and done with this thing.
exactly.
No, but really,
And
That's-
you start
that's-
screaming
that's
like
someone
someone.
that's you. That's somebody who sleeps with somebody they don't want.
That's what I'm saying. You
Is
are
there a
worse, you
difference?
guys.
Wait a minute. Is there a difference in
You are the
screaming?
worst people. Like, you fake it like,
Okay, how do you know if I'm not faking it and how?
like, I just go in, like, really?
No, there's no. You can fake other sounds like.
Some of the things that also came up throughout the week, because I'm gonna pick, like, there are things that I'm gonna bring up because about anonymous, they sent it straight to my WhatsApp, and Omunya spoke about childhood emotional traumas. It can be the reason, it can be the root cause of not enjoying having sex as a female, and just lie there and be like, I'm not interested, just do your thing and get it over and done with. It can also be a thing for maids, apparently. And then Omunye spoke about something very important, and I think it's one of the things that we don't pay attention to as people, which is sexual chemistry. If there is no
that's
sexual,
what somebody is even saying.
if
That's
there is
not
no
child.
sexual chemistry,
But that's why sexual attraction is important.
it is very, very crucial. I also believe that if I'm not attracted to you sexually, I then be my friend.
And I suppose that's when you guys then
Buying
they're
face.
like, you know.
Buying
keep on
face.
feeling.
Sometimes
like-
you buy face. I agree. You buy face with your own body.
But can
It's
those
like,
things
I'm gonna
actually-
sleep with him.
Maybe that's a question for later. Because I wanted to check, can those kind of things then lead to a breakup in a relationship? Because I'm thinking, when you guys meet and you start talking and then you agree that you're going to get into a relationship, you don't know those things, right?
Yeah,
You only find out during the
As we go,
the
yeah.
process.
yeah, definitely.
Can those then lead to saying, you know what, no, here I'm not happy sexually, let me go out? Or is it things that you can stay and say, maybe let's find a way to fix it?
I personally think that you can always find a way to fix a problem,
If-
obviously.
Yeah. you
And
communicate.
if you can always find a way to fix a problem, but if the problem is not fixable, guys, call it quits and keep it moving on to the next person, or try it with other people, or whatever the case may be, but you can always try and fix the problem. But also sometimes it's like, is it really a problem?
But there's I
Yeah,
think
but
it's communication.
can you imagine a situation wherein the guy's penis is just too small that it's really
And it's not about the size. That's
no,
another
I'm
thing.
saying, I've seen something there, I saw some picture. I'm like, it can't be possible. I saw a video.
I haven't seen that
Do you
picture, but
understand?
what
Do you
you're
think
saying
that
right
thing
now.
can actually do anything? So,
guys.
and then, can you fix that problem?
No, you can't fix. You can't
What do you
fix
do?
like
Like,
a small penis problem or a big penis problem. You know, you can't fix that. Also, as women, and I think I want to appeal to my fellow sisters. Can we stop penis shaming men? Because honestly, you can change a lot of things about yourself, but some things you really cannot change about
But then
yourself, and that's how they are. Can we, as ladies, just a side note, can we stop penis shaming?
But do you
Shaming.
think that we do that to them? We don't. We just leave you like that.
No, but there are women that are like, whenever you have a small, it's like,
No, we can't. We don't do that. I don't remember telling any guy that you suck or your penis. No, I don't. I just like swiftly
Why can't you just
like.
shift away slowly,
Where
slowly,
can you be
slowly shift
honest?
away.
No, because of like she's
The
saying. I
egos
think
and the pride and-
I'm shaming you. It's not a good thing. Where am I gonna start like you? That I have a small penis? No.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
you
it's
don't
too
say
big.
that.
Dude.
Oh, it's too
Oh, you
big.
can
I
just
know.
say-
It's shifting my organs.
No, just when it's big, you have other words like no, you recognize. Like when it's small, you don't have like you can't say that because you know that immediately his ego is gonna go down. So that's why even when he does the things that, hey, unimaginable, you won't even say anything. You just go.
Yeah,
Londi, there's a
definitely.
question. Londi, will you stay with a guy with a small penis?
Wow.
If it works, honey, I will. If
I
it
asked
can-
that
if
question
it can
earlier
work.
Also,
on.
the issue is the work. Can you do that?
The issue is the
If
work.
it's not working,
Look, a small penis can enter to corners and do the things to you that you never thought they were
But I think there's
possible.
limits
But if you
on
don't
sizes.
know how to use your pen, why the fuck would I stick around?
okay.
Because
you don't
your,
wanna.
your pen needs to be able to write. It
Okay,
needs to
is it the
deliver.
point where you need to then, because you know your body, then you start thinking, let me teach
Yes,
this small
definitely.
thing.
100%.
Just say that because I want to ask you a question, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to ask that
No,
question.
ask the question, KB, before, because there's a comment here that you must call Yanati rather.
But Aditwani, here's the thing, Aditwani. I'm sure what Dakalo saw online was just like
No,
he's
there
saying.
was nothing. But you see,
there's
the guy's
better.
balls were bigger than the penis.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh
the
my
balls
God.
was-
So that's what I'm saying to you, my friend. Again, it like rather find somebody if you are that guy with like really nothing because there's like nothings and there's like somethings. Like there's like small.
I don't
but
think he has ever actually even seen it himself.
you know. Why keep saying that? Can you let the
No,
poor guy go?
you know,
There's a difference. There's the one that can actually go somewhere, get somewhere. There's the ones that cannot actually do anything. But I think for that poor guy, you must find a person because of I believe we have ladies who have no interest in having sex
with a guy with,
with
a
a
small
guy.
penis.
No, with nothing, no having sex at all. But I think those guys can get those options. You know, you can go find a woman who doesn't like sex or who doesn't do sex at all for whatever reasons. Because of when I as a guy like that, you know that okay, who party. So shame.
Hey guys, this is very interesting. Nati is saying, let me say, most of guys they are selfish because as long as he came, life is good. I believe when you're making love is about satisfying the woman first, satisfying the woman first. I mean, she must come first. To do that, you need to. Oh, it's a long comment. Okay, to do that, you need to know your story. Pay attention when you're having sex so that you can know how you can make her come.
But can I
And
defend?
yeah.
Can I defend some of the guys out there as well? You know, guys, I'm about to defend you. I'm about to defend you on this one because you know sometimes, I don't think you will expect that all the guys will come before you or come together with you or come or make you come all the time. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
No, I don't think, is that the expectation that women have that if I'm sleeping with somebody, he must make me come all the time. Now, here's the thing. If you are in your mind as a lady, I'm there and I'm feeling like I'm shy of it, like I'm in the mood.
Delivering, service
You understand?
delivery.
Like I'm hitting all the corners. Like I'm starting to think, oh, maybe this girl doesn't have a clip. But anyway, so now, but then it's not so much about that. But maybe you're going through your own stresses as a lady.
Yeah.
And whatever I'm trying to do you understand? Like I'm pumping 30 minutes, 50 minutes,
That
1
is
hour,
100%
nothing.
Which I
Am I to blame, guys?
Which I think that's where foreplay comes in. If you feel uncomfortable and she's a bit tense or whatever the case may be, I personally think that's where foreplay comes in, and just and for a lack of a better phrase, lubricate umuntu wakho. Not necessarily to use lube, but
something. Even when I feel like today you are not faster, you like I'm like he's tired. This one is tired, he's from somewhere.
I think
you
maybe
see
in
those
another
things
show
can-
we'll recommend a remedy for these issues.
yeah, of
doctors
course.
now
Other
on
than
that.
men's clinic, maybe there's like home remedies.
Maybe there's
you
one
know.
boy out there. Who knows?
We don't know. So after
Can I read this?
yeah, definitely.
I think it's also coming as a question. There's some women who say that when you reach a specific age in life, sex, small penises, any ejaculation is not a deal breaker, but stability. What do you think?
Ooh. I think that goes back to individuals.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, you know as a person what you want for yourself, and what have you learned about your body over the years.
Life in general.
In general, yeah. I think it goes back to that. But I don't really have like a straight answer, but I think it's an individual thing. Because I know personally, kule age engiyona, I definitely don't feel the same way I felt. When I'm having sex, I know I'm not having sex the same way I did when I was 29, when I was 25. You know, because then I did not know really my body. I have gotten to a point in a stage in my life where I'm like, even that works. Oh, nice. Oh, okay. You know, when I was 29, I did not explore my body like that. I thought it was another person's job. It was a man's job to explore my body. I did not know that I had to explore it was my job, and I had to explore my job.
That which you just said now, to say you used to think it's a man's job to do that.
Yeah.
I suppose that also leads to a lot of women just relaxing and just laying down there until the men, and expect that you will come together when you're not being active.
I was about to ask that earlier on after you that, okay, fine, why is it about, like, how is it supposed to be? Is it about a man satisfying a woman, or is it about us both contributing to what we are doing at the moment?
The mentality over the, I don't know, I stand to be corrected on this one, but I've noticed that the cultures and this thing of being so conservative has played a major role in women thinking that sex is about men. And we honestly need to get to a point where you understand that when you're having sex, it's not about the next person only, it's also about you. It's about the both of you. It's a give and take type of a situation. Yeah. But I think it could be a cultural thing, it could be, it could be a whole
religious.
It could be a religion. Yeah, definitely. It could be those things, because someone said, I get so annoyed. I love my girl, but it annoys me every time I'm the one who needs to initiate sex. And I'm like, but you must understand where she comes from. Maybe where she comes from, to where if lo muntu engakashadi, you can't be know it all in bed or in the bedroom. You just need to, reserve yourself. And obviously she will expect you, or she will just lie there and just expect you to do all the work. Wow. But it's a lot of things that you need to take into consideration when it comes to such
But
things.
then again, I know that it's not only if I'm enjoying myself, trust me, the job automatically comes out. Like I'm playing with
Definitely.
I'm playing with you. So like, is it about that? Because of, you can't just, I don't imagine you being like chicken what? I can't imagine like, do you feel anything? Because of, if you feel something, you're gonna move something, right? So if you are just lying there, what are you, like, something is wrong?
But also there are women who complain about the reason why they don't feel like they should engage and, engage in this give and take process, because they feel like they are too dry and they don't enjoy having sex.
That could be a medical problem for women.
Definitely.
So we must just go to sex.
That is one of the things that I actually did.
Somebody
says
Tanzania must organize a sex exhibition.
No, we can.
Because you did. Remember, I think it was 2 years ago, you did a show at Sexpo. Yeah, she did. 2017.
Yeah, we can.
They were doing a show at Sexpo. Someone drove
in Sandton. Yeah, we can. I mean, putting together, at the end of the day, we speak about this, we come on this table, we talk about a whole lot of things. Then at the end of the day, the intention is to put the information out there and share it. And if it means that we need to hold sex workshops and sex balls and whatever the case may be, so be it. I'm all for it. Also, we have absolutely nothing to lose by doing all these things.
And it's all about open-minded as well. You cannot really tell a person who's closed-minded that let's go to Sexpo, I'll take you to Sexpo. Like they're gonna be disgusted.
You must organize it.
They were gonna lose their mind.
They're gonna lose their mind, and
I
so
think
like
if
it's
you
all
want
about.
to organize it, make it different. Like there must be like practicals.
No,
they
you know that
are.
there are other girls who still bashes vibrators and dildos.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to see that when you have one. It's like, what are you doing with that thing? It's like it's more like a guy you bought
Yeah, we'll get Picasso to paint
with his.
But Picasso is tired, guys.
I have a comment.
Yeah, it is because it's
I
very
have a
old.
comment from Usabelo. He says another problem men have is after holding it too long until the woman comes even twice, is loss of interest and they end up not coming themselves, men. And then 2, the women sometimes come first and they are not active as they were before they came. Lastly, most women fail to work energize their men. Let me tool. Good topic.
Yeah.
Let me tool. No, but those are valid points. I understand that there could be an element of selfishness as well from women's side. She has come once or twice and she's on something like, yeah, I'm tired. And
No,
you're
do you
forgetting
think
ukuthi umuntu that you're having sex with has not reached an orgasm. When you have reached yours, you've gotten yours once or twice.
But as a
sometimes
woman,
3
you
times.
can still go like 5th, 7th.
That's you and I, but the next person
Yes,
might not be
because
like
also
that.
for the
There are
guy.
people that only gets 2.
Dude,
From the guy's perspective, I think the other thing that you need is the strength to go on.
Yeah,
To the
definitely.
strength, because that's the challenge, that if I don't have the strength to sustain myself,
Yeah.
then I'll get somewhere and just stop. Let me read a comment from Carol. Ne? Can I read it, please?
Yes, you may.
It's really frustrating when a man finishes quick and you as a woman still wants more. That's why sometimes you'll find that after the deed, a man sleeps right away, but a woman who still wants more will still be up and busy on the phone or something.
Sweetie,
Waiting for you
Sweetie,
to pass out so that I
if that
can
happens,
get
can I
busy.
give you a quick tip? If that happens, obviously I'm not saying if it's something that happens all the time, but sometimes, yeah, he does his thing, he gets tired, he sleeps. But if that happens, reach into your handbag and take out.
That's
Okay,
what
I'm
I'm
not
saying.
gonna tell you go to igama lalo wam yini, but take out your toy
out.
friend and finish off yourself. Also, you don't even have to reach in your handbag and get out and take a toy. You can literally just touch yourself.
And even if it's your man, like I don't expect my man to always like excel. What?
Yeah.
Just that day that
Sometimes
he's tired.
look at it,
Let
guys.
him. Like
My
it's
friend,
not
one of my
about-
friends says, Yena, he never ever goes to have sex when he knows he's not going to properly deal with her. Like if he's not feeling it, he doesn't.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
suppose even if it
Everybody
takes
must have their own thing of dealing with these issues. You see, at least he knows that I'm not doing it at all.
yeah,
because
let me
I
not
know
go
that
and
I'm not
embarrass
doing it.
myself.
There's another way. that
Another
you can
thing
help
I would
yourself.
like us, Uti, when we move away from this table, having not taken away from people, is that we shouldn't sit here and enforce stereotypes around sex, women and men, because someone said, but men generally, they get turned on quickly. Granted, but what if I'm a woman and I generally get on turned quickly? So we can't sit in and enforce certain stereotypes that are just like, yeah, but we're moving backwards and we are here trying to move forward with it. We're trying to fix a problem here. But things like men generally get turned on too quickly, so maybe that's why some women don't feel like they're on the same level as them. But I'm still saying,
That's an individual.
we are umuntu that you are having sex with, you can help each other to get to the same level. Gain foreplay if you have to. And I'm not saying all the time, but it really does help.
But I have a question. What happens if I love foreplay and the guy don't
There was a question
don't
like
want to
that.
play?
I got it.
What do we do? Like, do we break up?
Find something that
Yeah, I think we should just.
there should be something that you like that can prepare you, because obviously foreplay is to prepare. But now, if the other party doesn't like that, what do they like? Maybe communicate, ask them. What do
Maybe,
they like?
maybe.
No, because of you. I mean, if you don't like foreplay anyway, guy, it's obvious what you like. You just want to go in and out.
Yeah, but I can also be that guy who just wants to go in and out, but still make your world.
But
Can
you
I
can't
ask
see
you
Without
that
the
how.
foreplay.
before we even move from this topic of one person liking the other thing and the other doesn't? Don't you think, Guti, sometimes the issue is that maybe the other party, especially maybe the one who doesn't like, is not really educated? Don't you think they maybe take it upon yourself
not
to
educated, exposed.
exposed?
But also
yeah.
some people feel that certain things are acts of the devil. You can, the holier than thou.
If you're having
I'm
sex,
saying,
you
like,
might as well just go all the way because you already.
You're already doing it anyway. Why
So
say
you can't come here and
yourself
say some things are devilish, some things are just like
Yeah,
stop it.
because-
You already having sex, so relax. Like that, I cannot entertain. Like relax.
So what about the people who don't kiss first? Is a kiss really necessary? There are people I understand that don't like kissing at all. And then
Ooh,
I
now
don't know,
Sean.
like, do we go straight to
I
the
think
bed?
it's not just kissing. I think it talks to everything else
Everything,
that
like a
happens
foreplay,
even
yeah.
before. To say certain people don't like certain things, certain people just want to go in. And
So we
what
talk about
we're
it.
saying is that maybe if you find you are that person who just, because that's the another thing. Some men might, if they are foreplaying, they might come on your thighs before they could even go in.
Which is a good thing.
I was
vote for
going
that.
there.
No,
I'm
I
sorry,
vote for
And then
that
after
because
that I sleep and snore.
no ways. That means
But-
you don't have a backup for that.
Can
Yes.
Guys, can I tell you?
backup?
This is not about me, but I understand that as we sit here, we speak about things we've heard, we speak about our own experiences and whatever.
Yeah.
I have had a situation. That's why I was laughing earlier. I said I need to write it down so that I would forget. And you just brought it up, and I was like, oh, "What just happened again? Like, what was it? What?"
Yeah, we've all been there.
You know,
It's like,
it happened the first time. You know when you're like, I'm not going to entertain
Yeah.
it, and you like, okay,
Nili
life
papa
goes on.
sonje.
Yeah, and it's like life goes on. When you're trying again the second time, how the same thing happens. I knew from there and there with it. First of all, I'm not gonna stick around here.
I'm out.
I'm bouncing, baby.
Was it that bad?
Do you see?
Yeah, it
No,
can
it
be
was
that
because
bad.
he ended up saying himself, "Yo, you must think that there's something wrong with me. Nami, I can't even explain it to you." I'm in my head. I'm like, if you can't even explain it to me,
Then
I do want to
consult.
give you a second chance, but nah.
Like if you are a guy, you know, even if you are a woman, you know that there is any problem. Before you take it out there, can you please consult first so that you can sort out your own issues first before you can, bring them to our tables.
Yeah, definitely. Someone said
But
some
also,
of the things.
okay.
Some of the things that we need to be mindful of is that we need to be seductive.
Mhm.
If you're a woman, bring out your sexy side and just seduce your man.
Bathi gqoka mama.
Hey,
Gqoka wenze
go.
yini lokho? Ugqoke?
Touch yourself. Touch
Touch yourself.
yourself.
Yeah.
Be spontaneous. That's where the quickie thing comes in. Don't be boring. Sometimes orgasm at the same time. Like, call each other on the side on functions and parties and be like, look, I want to talk to you about something. You got your thing 2 minutes later, you come back and sulim long and you've done your thing. Don't be a boring person, because apparently quickies, they bring that excitement into a
Yes.
relationship or into
The preparation for later.
the sexationship, whatever the case may be. And also have your own lingo. But I think this one was more for people who are in a relationship. Like, have your own lingo, man. That is exciting to your partner. Dirty talk. Tell your partner what you want to
Some
do
people
to
say
them.
dirty talks are like devilish.
They are life.
And that's what I was like, the other time I was asking, like when the pastors are doing these things, like do they say Amen, Hallelujah?
Oh my gosh.
I think the talk is
Have you
live,
thought about
right?
it though?
Eh?
Like, have you thought about it? Like
Pastors, what do
do
they
your
say?
pastor say? Like
No,
when he's preaching, they
No, but that's the thing. We've
There are are people behind
They are
behind the
human
church.
beings,
They are
yeah.
human beings.
Yeah.
So obviously.
But do they swear? Like, do they use those words that you two use?
But you were Dakalo. But you were Dakalo before you became a pastor. What were you doing? Do you stop doing
No,
it?
but maybe
as a
after
pastor?
salvation they cleaned the language.
But I'm not
Okay, when we are in the bedroom, Jesus was a bedroom. But again, I don't want to offend anyone. I understand I have a lot of pastors in my Facebook, and I don't want to sit here and just be this person who's making fun of things. But I that's just me. But if you're a pastor and we would like to know, we would like to know. Do you leave the church and Jesus and religion Mnyango? Once you step into the
Or you
bedroom,
go
it's
to
like,
the bedroom with Jesus.
yo,
Yeah.
or you go to the bedroom with Jesus.
Officer, hallelujah.
But I'm gonna say goodbye to my friends on
And then-
Facebook. All I can say is that, guys, life is too short to have mediocre sex. That's all I'm leaving you guys with.
Role play if you have to.
Role play if you have to, you know.
But certain people say this role playing thing is a mess, especially if the role playing is saying no, somebody has to wear a school uniform. Like you as a girl, you have to wear a school uniform. Like, so people look at it from like that's rapist mentality. Like,
Really?
yeah.
But they
Like,
sell,
say-
No, but they
sell
do.
this because of if I'm wearing a school uniform, I'm not gonna wear a skirt up to there because when you go to a sex shop, they actually sell everything: nurses, outfits, school uniform. But it's not a school uniform.
No.
It's gonna be like a shirt, maybe just a collar, and maybe
Yeah,
just
but
something
others
up
are
to here.
talking like real school uniform.
Yeah, no,
Other people
But how do you
remember,
play with it?
like, okay, I don't want to say this because sometimes you find that other people prefer like get turned on when your skirt comes here
Oh wow.
to the, to your
Wow.
to your feet.
I get you,
I have a question. What do you do when a woman enjoys touching herself, or when a woman enjoys touching, licking, and all these other things, but doesn't like penetration?
When the woman is what?
She enjoys every other thing you do to her, touching her, licking
But
her,
no.
doing and all these
Yeah.
things, but not penetration.
Penetration, the boyfriend's penetration or penetration as a whole.
Yeah.
Penetration.
As a whole.
Yeah.
Then consult.
Because maybe something has happened that
Yeah, something, yeah.
distracted
You
them
might have
before.
issues in your head.
It
something.
could stem from a certain emotional trauma.
Yeah,
Or it
so
reminds them of
consult.
certain horrible experiences.
Yeah.
I know for a fact.
Wait, can I say something?
Yeah.
Because I think the LGBT community
Plus, yeah.
can check yourself if you don't fall under
Yeah,
there because of
yeah.
I think that's what they do.
Is it one of those
I would
things?
ask.
Because
It
of
could
if you
be.
don't like a penetration, I mean the LGBT community don't do penetration like
Or some.
like the lesbians, right? So you might be a lesbian. So just like
Yeah, check. Yeah, I mean,
Check
like, I
yourself.
guess in it, and I know for a fact that some women prefer to touch themselves because they feel like they're in control. And usually, I'm not saying all the time, but usually it's people who have experienced some sort of maybe sexual traumas at some point in their lives, and they'll be like, I would rather do it to myself than a man doing it to me or another. Because you know we can't sit here and think that rape only happens when a man rapes a woman. Women rape women, women rape men rape men, and men rape women. Like it happens across.
yeah.
So I understand why some women are only gonna speak from obviously because there's someone I know who said I would rather touch myself because I know that I'm in control. I don't. The next person have no power, none whatsoever, over my body.
Okay, guys, tell me from your experiences, if you have, what is the shortest that a man has ever, that you were with, has ever come?
Mina nje it was that one ophelele
Well, was it like under
kangangeni
a minute?
Helen and
Was it
Jason.
like-
bekangangeni ngisho ungena waphela. That was it.
It's
Yes,
only a minute
Jeff,
or
this
one
guy was already
minute.
having sex when he was
like he
outside.
had not even
No,
gotten
sometimes it's not even about that. I've had that one guy in my life.
How
I don't
long
even
was it?
think
Was
that
it
he has ever
30
penetrated me
seconds.
ever.
No, never, like.
No, like tell it out like he will jump on top of me and already he's done. I don't know how many seconds is that, like it's done.
No, okay.
It's like half a second or something.
But then
But
you
we
have
are
to
not
go
talking
for.
because we were talking like this on the bed, and also he couldn't like undress in front of me, so he would switch off everything, and then we'll be talking like this, like just normal thing, like today in town,
so weird
and then out of the blue, like I'm like,
So,
hey,
you're done.
I'm done.
Nah.
Nah, he was not even my boyfriend. He was one of those. So So he was not
Maybe he's
even.
not a friend of the show. Maybe he's the show.
So yeah, and I had a lot of people who said on my WhatsApp that sex toys are very healthy. Sex toys are sexual enhancement; they're not a replacement. So let's not shy away from them.
And can you correct that
I've seen
again?
some that look like they'll replace
Because-
you. Hey.
Thank you, Nikki. That's what I was about to say. Like, men have this mentality of, like, they will replace
Some
them.
that look horrible.
Like, serious?
Like that thing, hell no. I'm not putting my money into that. Jiggy, I'm replacing.
So that takes me to the next question on this. Like, can you allow, do you allow the toys to the bedroom? Because guys have a problem with that. Toys are replacing them, or toys will get addicted to toys and no longer addicted to
I think it's if you know yourself, I don't think it's a problem. I think it's a personal thing. Some people have not even come to that level of appreciating that you can use these things as an enhancer of whatever you are doing. It's not going to replace you. I don't think you can replace a good property.
A person with a toy, you
But
can't.
there are those that are just scary. Like,
Itumeleng says bring them on the camera. We're gonna have a show about sex toys in Itumeleng. That day I will definitely tell you to tune in and you will see them. But today we just touch basing and we're moving on because we're not talking about sex toys. They're coming on
But
camera.
are guys
They really
interested
are.
in bringing them to the, like, can you
That's
go
a
with
good
can you
question.
go with me to the sex shop and then you actually buy what you like?
when we
You must,
we
you must,
went
I think they
to,
must start.
was it last year? We went to, what is this thing, Sexpo? We bought a few things there.
Oh, nice.
As guys only, you went as
Now
guys only.
also, no, like with our ladies.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
nice.
But
So-
can you go as guys only, the three of you, and then you just go like guys?
Yeah,
let's
like
just go.
actually preferably.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That's
wow.
interesting.
Guys must
Kudos
do
to
that.
you
be
guys.
And then
like
you buy
both
some
guys.
chains, some whips, and then you do the SNM
Yeah.
and then you think what's that grey? What's that?
BDM what? BDM something.
Yeah, those
BDSM. Yes, BDSM. Guys.
So you should also
Yeah,
go
that's
and buy your
support.
partner's outfit. You can go and buy your partner outfit, especially if your partner is like that. If you want to really make her relax, you can actually go there and buy
But
whatever.
if she doesn't like you come back with that outfit, what do you do? Do you check first with something that you like before you go and spend money and waste and then she doesn't like it?
No, but if
If she
it's what
doesn't like it, I'll probably.
but if it's what you like, Dagaro, if it's what you like, remember you are my partner. So you bring in something because you liked it. You'd like to see me
I
wearing
want to
it.
try it.
It's not even about me going on the street. No,
But it's
Yeah.
exploring.
it's
Yeah.
exploring. So I would wear it for you, even if I don't like it.
Then
I would
maybe
wear it for
afterwards
you.
I would tell you that
Yeah.
made me uncomfortable.
Yeah,
But I
or-
would still do it.
But I would still search for others and say,
Because
my love,
Yeah.
next time buy me
Yeah.
this
Even when
one.
we're talking about the topic is not so much about sex toys, but what we're saying is that if, for example, as a lady just going to lay there and do nothing, guys, there's robots that are being made out there.
Yeah.
I've seen a doll.
They're gonna
That
do the
thing,
job.
it was like 18,000. It can do the things to you that your wife can't.
Can move like a snake.
Yeah.
And
Mm.
I have a question for you, Tagaro. Why are some men intimidated by women who takes charge in the bedroom?
Some what?
Men intimidated by women who takes charge in the bedroom.
I don't know. Maybe Siri, once the girl takes charge, he might not be in control. He won't be able to control
Himself.
his coming,
Okay.
so he might come quicker. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe
understand.
some might think we don't know that this woman does she get these things from?
Muscular.
What is exactly?
Muscular.
Are you kidding me?
Where has she been learning these things from?
Are you kidding
But for me, it's one of those things where like, I mean, even if she learned it somewhere there, she's bringing it here home. Like, I bet.
So it's a personal
you get to
insecurity
Yeah.
that has to do with men.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
But I think it also goes back to the thing of not talking. I don't know. Maybe yeah.
Now everything goes back to the communication.
Yeah.
It goes
Everything
back to the thing of not talking. And I mean, if we can't have a conversation about these things, what the hell are we doing?
But did you really?
But
did
there's also,
did
like-
Chagam say something about like what do you guys? How do you guys deal with the hen chicken? Like I thought you wanted to say something
The
on
chicken?
that. Like you said you
Yeah,
wanted to
Yes, go for it. Go for it.
The hand. Now
Yeah,
I'm
the
losing my
hand.
thought. with
Your
something.
train of thoughts, it's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay,
But
what do you? The other part is that there are also people who, like during the deed, who prefer like the dirty talks and be talking. There are other people who will be like, bitch, shut up, like. Like I'm done.
Guys, we're not laughing at anyone. Personally, I'm not laughing at anyone. I'm just laughing
Yeah.
at how
Like,
how these two are
How it's so
communicating.
high.
As a disclaimer, I am not laughing at anybody. I'm just laughing at how these
I
two
think my name,
are putting it out
I
there.
think my name now is James. Like I changed my name. I can't listen like this.
Someone said go to sex bars, sext each other during the day. That's also part of the foreplay. Sex is not for the night only and for the bedroom only.
And also like lunchtime doesn't have to be.
And for the
For
bed.
the bed. Can you leave the bed
Go to
alone?
the floor sometimes. Start
Yeah,
from
be
the garage.
explorative.
But
Mamela
also
Mskaro.
lunchtime as well. If you guys work but then you don't work far from each other.
Yeah, you can-
Lunchtime doesn't have to be going to eat
Food
magwenya.
only.
That is where quickies come from,
That's
guys.
really-
So be
yeah.
Like
explorative,
just go
be
to work with a
involved.
smile.
Be involved and
Okay, can I talk to this thing of the hen and the what?
Yes.
Generally, I would like to think that most men have a problem with that. If you're just laying there, and I think most women do that. They just lay there because of that stereotype to say, as a woman, you're just receiving it like that. You're not going to be.
Yeah, you are the
You understand?
receiver.
Once you start moving
it goes back
somehow.
to the thing we said earlier on, most women think sex is for men.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's how most people were raised. That's how the previous generation. Sex
Yeah.
was never for you women.
No.
It was just for the
Yeah.
men to be
Yeah.
satisfied and for
Yeah.
you to bring babies.
Also, sex was never for enjoyment.
Yes.
It
Yeah.
was for procreation.
No, it was enjoyment for the guy.
For men.
It was just for procreation and raising this family, but not for both of you even to enjoy. This is not an enjoyment. It's just you go there, do your job as a man, you receive as a woman, procreate, and life goes
But
on.
for men, I'd say it was the enjoyment for men because they would still have even more. They would still even go out and do it. So if it's not for enjoyment, because they were not doing it with the sides to make children.
So endlini, sex is not. So let's say back in the days, sex endlini was not for enjoyment but for procreation, and ngaphandle, that's where they enjoyed. We could maybe put it that way.
Someone says, I'm just going to deliberately leave this person as anonymous.
Okay.
Ari, some of us really wanna Utatawo, that's a girl. I think she's talking Utatawo or the guy, this and that. That's why I'm leaving it like.
Really?
Yeah.
Some of us are not going to Utatawo.
Unali Utatawo, the guy is a quickie guy. Like it's a.
Yeah,
one
girl,
minute
No,
guy.
he must
Oh,
talk to
but
him.
have a conversation with your
Yeah, with
person.
him, that's
Also,
it.
if it's your person, if it's your boyfriend, but if it's just a thing,
One of
leave
those,
it alone.
Leave him.
Leave it alone. It's not worth it. Life is too short to have mediocre sex.
Or maybe go out. There are men who are willing to help in those kind of situations.
No.
Can
Can you try to sort out the problem?
What if she's been trying to sort it out and it's not being
Then-
sorted?
Why are you
Oh.
still there?
There's somebody else who's going to pick on him and
But
love
you
him
see,
the
there
way
may
he
be
is.
also that thing of saying some people are afraid to be alone as well. Maybe they don't want to
Wow.
leave the relationship just because of sex, but they still want it. And also, imagine you guys are talking like, as a group. Let's say you like 5 of you. 2 of you are having this conversation and saying, there's squitting, there's this kind of things, and the other 3 friends don't even know
What is that?
So you feel left out.
Also, not every woman squirt, guys.
Hey, exactly. So you feel like you are left out. Or is there something wrong with me? Is there something wrong that we're not doing right here or there? So
Definitely. Let me ask you something. Realistically speaking, would you stick around and be with a person who does not satisfy you sexually just because all the other boxes checks out?
yes, at a certain age in life. So it's relative.
Let's just say it's an individual.
But guys, it's a new thing. It has nothing to do with the other guy.
Like realistically speaking, could you? Because okay, you saying that, KB as a woman, because that was coming from a male's perspective. As a woman, would you stick around and be with a person who does not satisfy you sexually, but all these
Oh,
other
yes.
yeah, like at
Banana.
this stage in your life.
Whew. But guys, come on.
I know, because I know, you know why I'm asking this question. A lot of people will say, but guys, life is not about sex, but it has.
It's a big part
It's
of
a
it.
Especially
it's a
if
huge
you know
chunk of it.
yourself. I know myself.
Yeah.
So I would say,
But-
just to be safe, I would say, no, at the moment I wouldn't. Even though I will try, by all means, if I liked you, if everything is okay, I will try to say, okay, can we, but you know, but I'm out.
But you see,
Like
Lori,
to say-
maybe to qualify my answer then, with most men, they can stick around once they say, you know, this is a good woman.
Yeah.
This person, you know, can be a good mother.
But what
This
is a good
person
woman?
is a
Or a
prayerful
good man?
woman. Oh, with
Good
whatever
woman.
that they're choosing, whatever the criteria
yeah,
might
the
be.
choice, yeah.
And then this is why sometimes I say men are dogs, ne? And then for that other part which is missing, go out and keep you here.
Are you saying people must cheat?
No, I'm not saying it. I'm not even advocating for it. I'm saying there are men who can stick
Who will
around
stick, yeah, and
for
and
those
just-
kind of things. So this is, you know, this is the I will not lose
Yeah.
this, but because then you go and find some other girl out there who will do all these sorts of things to you, but you know that this one I can bring her home.
You get
But
like
why
Gosha.
can't you bring? Because of, I think that's the problem with men. Sometimes the mistake they make is that they will go and choose the girl that they think this one is perfect, and then the wild one, even though they know that they are high on sex, so they are whatever, they love sex more than anything else. Why don't you marry a person who's going to satisfy you than to marry a poor chick or a poor woman who doesn't like sex at all, or who doesn't like anything, like her
Because
interest is
you
home.
know why? I think because they check all the other boxes, and okay, well, sex maybe it is important, but
It is
look,
important
no,
because
Torah
they're
apart.
always going out there and
But
getting
when
us.
who say sex doesn't build families,
And bring
STDs,
STDs,
as-
boom,
yeah.
STDs.
and they're saying sex doesn't. It's just like a cherry on top. It's not the cake. So my woman is the cake, and then sex is the cherry on top. So it's okay if the cake does not come with the cherry on top. I can go outside and get the cherry. Some people are like that.
Have we done justice to this topic? I will close him or
Are we closing it?
we still have some things to say.
I think let's put a pause on it. We're not saying Saivala. We will deliberate, but right now at this point in time, we're putting a pause on it. To answer my own question that I asked you guys, I almost found myself in a situation of maybe sticking around a bit. Like, look, we'll learn these other things, we'll teach this person these other things. But fortunately for me, they showed me their true colors, and I had to oh nigga, bye. Because even your sex game is not on point, so it's fine.
No, because there are people with high libidos, right?
Yeah,
Like you
yeah.
can't. I don't think a person with a high libido can actually stand for a guy who can't. I don't think I can.
Definitely. I know myself now. I know what I want. I know.
So KB is saying she's got a high libido.
Do you have a problem with
I'm
that?
not gonna shine on her parade, but I get you, friend.
You know me,
I
right?
get you, friend. I totally get you. But let's put a pause on this topic. We could continue with it next week. We could add other things, but right now, at this point in time, we're putting a pause on it. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on YouTube, and follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. It's at Crown Azania. Catch you again next week, and be great.